Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going over my Blight build for Diablo 4's Necro. So for the skills that you're going to rock, starting off with Reap, just to gives you more survivability once we get into tier 3 for the damage reduction for 15% for 2 seconds, and you can keep popping this over and over. Enhanced Reap, because you're going to do this or nothing else will happen. Acolyte Sweep, you want this just to be able to get your ball rolling, to get corpse and help keep the corpse spawning up whenever you can't spawn one. So this is kind of what you want. And then you're going to work your way down. Huge Flesh, maxing it out to be able to have the lucky hit chance up to 12% to get more corpses to spawn as it's doing damage. So really nice. And they damage over time, every tick counts for damage. It's really nice. Corpse Explosion is your bread and butter skill for this, and you're just going to be popping this left and right to whenever you get a corpse after you do Corpse Tendril to kind of show you through. Enhanced Corpse Explosion and then Blighted Corpse Explosion for just the AoE damage over time, shadow damage. Really nice. Grim Harvest just to get this to go down into Fueled by Death. Allows you to pop this more and more. As you get more corpses, you're going to do more damage. And Essence is not a problem with this build because you don't have a whole lot, you're not using a lot of spenders. Death Embrace allows you to do more damage to close enemies, and you take less damage, so more damage reduction, super nice. Death Reach for more damage when they get further away from you, super nice. You're going to get 1 point in both Iron Maiden and Decrepify for Iron Maiden. Make it so that it no longer costs essence, and it helps out with that. Heals you every time that you kill someone inside that's been affected with Iron Maiden. Really nice. Amplify damage as well, you want to max this out. For the other one, Enhanced Decrepify and the Lucky Hit to get more cooldowns. Alternatively, if you're wanting to make things go a little faster, you can do Horrific Decrepify, or allows you to instant kill anything that's below 10% health. So kind of swap back and forth of those as you're playing through and needing. Corpse Tendrils. This is where you're going to start with one and then kind of dump the rest of your skills points into here as you go through, just to get the cooldown shorter. That's your biggest thing. And then enhance Corpse Tendrils just to give a slow. And you want to play Corpse Tendrils to get vulnerability up on them. This one, Necrotic Carapace, is just to get you fortified, tankier as you're going through. Any kind of corpse that spawns, even from the lucky passive one, the Huge Flesh, counts towards it. Super nice. For over here, Reaper Pursuit, just to get the 1 point. Max out Gloom, max out Terror. Gloom stacks up 6% damage 3 times, so super nice. 18% damage, 2 seconds. Just starts ramping up the damage. Darkness skill damage does 9% damage to those that are slowed or stunned. So if you can get them stunned by either Decrepify or an Iron Maiden passive that we'll show you guys in a little bit on, that will get you up to 18% extra damage. Down here for ultimate, we're using Bone Storm to get more survivability and extra crit chance while it's active. Super nice. Decreased damage reduction when standing alone, so no minions. 18%. And our sacrifice bonus maxed out, increased to 60% increased for that. Shadow Blight key passive, allowing you to do extra damage that way, and when it pops, it's super nice to get that going. For the Book of the Dead, For skeleton warriors, you're going to do reapers just to get sacrifice them to get more shadow damage. For skeleton mage, you're going to do cold to get increased vulnerability damage. And golem, you're just going to get the health for in the blood one. Biggest thing. For all of our legendaries, sacrifice bonus, you want this one, just whatever percentage you can get, the higher the better. Blood orbs to allow you to get your ultimate cooldown dropping down even faster. Increase damage when you have both the Decrepify and Iron Maiden up, super nice. And increase your damage when you have a barrier active. Those are kind of what you want this way. This one you can kind of swap around depending on what you need. The other one right here that you could swap out for is one that gives you, instead of that, it does Shadow Key passive. Damages for the next 10 seconds is 40% extra, up to 40% extra damage, stacking up to 5 times. So that one ideally is what I would swap to if you can get to that, but either way this one is really nice as well, just to increase damage for 6 seconds after it procs 10 times. Here, instead of the skeleton warriors, I would recommend having the Iron Maiden. Has a chance to stun for 1 second. Down here, Bone Storm damage, this one you want here, just to allow you to have a barrier every time you pop your ultimate. Super nice. And here is where you would have it where the Bone Storm becomes a shadow damage and leaves and does damage for 2 seconds after it hits. Super nice there. Consuming the corpse has a chance to do blood orbs, allows you to make it so you don't have to worry about your pots. Here is where you can kind of flex things around a bit. Have this or the passive to allow you to get a barrier when you attack enemies, the elites and stuff. Super nice. So to kind of play around with what you get here. So that's kind of what we got going on there. And in just a moment, I will show you a little bit of a boss fight on how it kind of goes. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so with the boss fights, you're going to go in, instantly do your reap, and then corpse tendrils just to be able to get your vulnerable up on them. And in the meantime, when that finally procs, then you're just going to start popping everything else. Get your Iron Maiden up. And as they get more minions, just continue to pop. And so often, just pop reap again every 5 seconds, just to be able to get your guaranteed corpse going. And as you can tell, very easily to maintain. Survivability is there. Everything that you ever need. And as long as you don't get dazed over and over. And just continue to stack on up. As you can tell, we do very good damage. And we'll be able to heal up very easily and get our shield. Again, very nice use of damage right on off. Very simple, very easy to do. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, leave a like, comment down below, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay tuned.